The Dallas Cowboys take on the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday Night Football as coach Mike McCarthy's team looks to continue its impressive form. Sitting at 8-3 and multiple games behind the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas needs to keep winning. The 4-7-1 Colts have lost 5 out of their last 6 and come into Sunday's game with many question marks. Meanwhile, Dallas is the polar opposite, having won 4 out of its last 5 and sitting as a heavy favorite. Dallas is also fairly healthy, as reflected in the healthy scratches on the inactives list. Here's who is: Quinton Bohanna, knee; Jabril Cox, Markquese Bell, Nahshon, Wright, and Grier. But how do the Cowboys notch their 9th win of the season? By doing these 5 things. Stopping Jonathan Taylor, this will likely be circled and plastered everywhere on Dan Quinn's whiteboard. Stopping the run has been a problem issue at times for Dallas through 9 games, but in the last 2, the boys seem to have a handle on it. Against the Minnesota Vikings, Dallas held Dalvin Cook to 74 yards and the Vikings to 75 total rushing yards. They then backed that up against the New York Giants and held Saquon Barkley to just 39 rushing yards and gave up a total of 90 rush yards. That'll work. The Colts have shown they can run the ball, 207 yards versus the Las Vegas Raiders, and have surpassed the 100-yard mark 5 times. Let's not forget, despite being down in their last 2 games, Taylor still had 22 and 20 rushing attempts, respectively. So, Indianapolis sticks with the run game. Stopping Taylor will be Joplin and will go a long way to determining a positive result for the Cowboys. Get after Matt Ryan. The Cowboys have the highest sack total in the league through 11 games with 45, 6 clear of the New England Patriots, 39, in second. Looking at the Colts, they lead the NFL in sacks allowed, giving up 43. That would suggest that Ryan is going to have a hard time staying upright on Sunday night. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorance Armstrong, and Companyo need to get early, sustained pressure on the Colts quarterback. Indianapolis has given up sack totals of 1, 4, and 3 since Ryan was reinstated into the lineup. Over that same span, Dallas has recorded 12 sacks. We have seen how dominating Quinn's defensive front can be, and on Sunday night, it needs to show up again. Start fast. As we saw against the Giants, the longer an underdog stays in the game, the belief grows that an upset can occur. Luckily for Dallas, they got on top after halftime and ultimately cruised to a 28-20 win. But the Giants game showed us that despite the opponent, Dallas needs to stamp its authority early, otherwise the nerves can set in. The last thing McCarthy wants is for the Colts to be within a score at the start of the 4th quarter. Scroll to continue with Taylor. Indianapolis can control the clock, so it is paramount that Dallas gets off to a hot start and puts up points early.